Yo, what's up guys? Fred at Eastgate Unit here. Today I'm with my man Jeff Peralta.
What's up, y'all?
Tell us about what we're doing here today.
So today we have the new Tsg Pass 2.0 helmet. There's a few differences between the 2.0 and the previous Tsg Pass Pro and the Tsg Pass Original. And we're going to be highlighting and showing you guys today. And Fred is going to be unboxing his new helmet. So,
and this is the new one, correct?
This is the new one.
This is one of the new ones. What color is this?
This is the gold colorway. This one I would say is a little bit of like a gold with a little bit of like a green, depending on the angle that you look at it from, it'll have like a little bit of a like olive vibe to it.
This doesn't come from TSG. That's your own aftermarket thing,
so
right?
I put accessories on mine already. These are horns by Helmet Flares. These are magnetic. You can just remove those. And this right here is my communication headset. So I can communicate with friends or just hear some music or whatever when riding. And you can also attach a shed light. Got to be seen at night. So for you night riders out there, if you guys want to put on your shed lights, we'll put the links below for the shed light mounts and for the horns as well. All right, let's get to this, right? Yep.
It's like Christmas in here.
So Fred has the new mint colorway. So
I always like their bags that they come with, man. Their bags are so nice.
Yeah, their bags are perfect, especially when we're traveling to like events like Eastgate Con and just traveling in general. Putting the helmet in the bag really protects the visor and just
not only that, sometimes if you're riding, you don't need like a big ass book bag. You need something small. Maybe put a hat and a charger in, you're good to go. You know, something like that. These are always good to have. I keep one of these in my car and you'd be surprised how many times it came in the clutch. All right, here we go. Woo!
So there
God damn. These always look so much better in person. Guys, that's the one thing I'll tell you. I've had the prior TSG passes, even the first gen and then the second gen, and so does he. They always look way better in person than the actual photos on the website.
Me personally, I swap out my visor once a year, which is only, you get a new visor for 50 bucks because the visor will get scratched up. So visor's 50 bucks, you swap it out and it's just a nice...
So do they come standard with two visors always?
Yep. So TSGs always come standard with the mirrored visor and the clear visor that's extra.
Which is good at nighttime riding, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because this is a little tinted for the riders behind the screen, obviously, and you know it tints a little bit, which is good for sun for the daytime, but you want to ride at nighttime, the clear visor is a little bit better. So tell us a little bit about the new 2.0. What's a little bit better about this than the past version?
So as most people have noticed already, we have an extra set of vents right here. So what that means is you have new vents right on top of here, and what that helps with is the fogging up your visor. You don't want your visor to fog up, especially when you have your visor closed and you're breathing. So what will happen is air will go through the top vents and the bottom vents. The bottom vents will be used to cool your face and keep you cool. And then you have the top vents that will keep the visor actually nice and cool and just not fogging up on you.
And the past two generations didn't have that.
No, past two generations did not. And as well as the past generations did not have a hard plastic on the inside. So this is actually I would say an upgrade in my opinion, because a lot of the old generation was actually fabric, and over time, the fabric would actually just like start to peel or come out a little bit over time.
It would wear more. It would easier wear more. I gotcha.
And another improvement that they've made is they have made the notch on the screw finally deep enough.
That's what I like best.
To put a coin or a flathead in there to just unscrew it to make it much easier compared to the older generations where the screw was actually not as deep. So you couldn't really get a coin in there. You'd always end up scratching it and it always ended up...
Yeah, so throughout time when you're riding, there's vibrations, obviously. We all know that. So sooner or later, these visors, they start to get a little loose and then they start shaking while you're riding, which is really annoying. And then it kind of slams a little bit. So when you're riding, you kind of do one of these with your hand. It works temporarily. Or if you have a coin, you can try to get in there and it starts stripping because it's a pain in the ass. With these, they sit a lot more out, I guess you can say, to get leverage in there to tighten up the visor, which I love a lot, plus the freaking color.
Another thing is the 2.0 uses a different visor. So it's not the same visor. It's a redesigned visor from the original TSG Pass and the TSG Pass Pro. So the shape, you cannot put this visor on the original helmets or your original visor from your original 2.0 on here. It's not inter-swappable. These screws will be swappable for the Pass Original and Pass Pro.
That's awesome. So you can buy that on the website for if you have the older model.
Exactly. So once the extra parts become available in the US, they're slowly rolling into the US now. Europe already has the 2.0s since TSG is from Sweden. So
there'll be multiple retailers for us in the US?
Yes, there will be multiple retailers, including, if I am correct, Zeitbike is going to have them, and a few other vendors, Action Emporium including, and a few others. Another feature that you might notice is that the angling of the back is a little bit different. It's at a different angle to get a little bit more aerodynamic versus the original TSG Pass and the Pass Pro. What does this mean for you? If you're an e-skater, it doesn't really affect much.
I was gonna say more downhill guys, right?
It's more for the downhill riders that are really trying to hit all the speed and just be as very aerodynamic as they need to be. So the new buckles are a little bit wider versus the original. So the originals are actually like these size buckles, which were very small, and it was a little bit harder to like really fit the strap through. But now it's a little bit more wider and more squared off, so you can actually really just get in there and strap everything in. Another improvement is the microfiber protecting for your neck / chin. That is no longer Velcro and it's actually stitched together, so you need to pull it off fully to actually get it on. That's something that would always get lost with the originals because the Velcro would just lose its Velcro ability over time, and then it would just fall off. And the pads are a little bit more beefier here. And
I was gonna say the pads feel a little bit more of a beefier, I guess. Yeah.
So it's a little bit beefier here. It's a little bit more beefier in the back for the back of your head, and you have more area back here that will protect the back of your head. One more thing with the TSG Pass 2.0 is the improvement on the material on the edge of where the straps are actually at versus the original TSG Pass and TSG Pass Pro. In the past, this would just crumble and crack like leather does in the past, but now this is a different material, and this is just much nicer, and we should not see any cracking with the new 2.0.
It's more durable, right?
More durable, yeah. Now, when it comes to ratings of the helmet, it is CPSC rated, which is the same rating that the original TSG Pass and TSG Pass Pro had. So nothing has been sacrificed with this new helmet, even though some people may think that, it is not. Speaking about that, the main change between this helmet and the original TSG Pass and TSG Pass Pro is that this is actually an ABS plastic shell. So instead of being fiberglass, it is now much lighter than the original TSG Pass and the Pass Pro. This does not mean that the helmet is weaker in any way. It's just the same ratings and the same strength. Nothing was sacrificed. You have everything from the Pass Pro and the TSG Pass Original and the 2.0. So pretty much they've learned from the past and brought it into the new helmet and added some improvements to it.
I got a question for everybody. Has anybody met an e-skater or a downhill rider that had a serious head injury with the TSG Pass?
I haven't met anybody seriously injured on a TSG Pass. At the end of the day, do keep in mind, TSG Pass is not rated for motorized vehicles as TSG states on the inside of the helmet and on the pamphlets and manuals. But if you're just doing casual riding, also it's up to the rider to choose whether to use a TSG or not and the risks. But definitely it's...
It's funny too, is because downhill riders, they hit 50, 60 plus miles per hour. And I've never seen a serious head injury from them or for anybody in the scooter industry and the EUC industry. I've never seen anybody that had a real serious head injury, and sometimes they get some hate online, and yet I've never seen anybody with a real serious head injury.
Yeah, TSGs are pretty good. I mean, the thing is, with any helmet, if you directly slam your head on the ground, then a helmet can only protect you so much, no matter what helmet it is.
Yeah.
So it definitely does play a factor in just how the fall is and where you're falling. If you fall directly on your head without anything, like, I mean, it's a lot of risk
Yeah.
involved with riding in general. If you guys have any more questions or have need information on the TSG, feel free to send me a message on Instagram. I'll get to you and answer any questions you guys may need.
My man also has a PEV shop. He'll fix all your PEVs. I'll put all the information on the screen and the link down below. So tell us a little bit about that shop and we'll head out.
So yeah, Hyper E-Skate Repairs, we repair E-skates, EUCs, and pretty much any PEV needs that you may need your boards or anything repaired in the local New York City area. Definitely feel free to hit us up and get your issues resolved and get a tune-up right before the summer starts.
Thank you for watching, guys.